This video is rated 18, suitable only for persons of 18 and over.
I have you.
Hello YouTube, LJ Draco here. Yes, so this video, I've actually had this this object for about 5-6, well, probably less than 5 or 6 days. I don't know how long. And I didn't do a video when I first got it because I wasn't sure if I wanted to. But every single day, I look at this and I go, do you know what? I have to do a video on it because it's calling out to me. So, as we've seen with the kind of consistency of my videos recently, it has been a mixture of 3D unboxing or reviews and Blu-ray collection shelves, and my most recent videos, which is my figure reviews or my 3D print reviews. At the moment, I cannot buy any 3D prints because of obviously lockdown, for the safety of the guy and his family, and for the safety of me, not because of him, because he's perfectly fine, but because of people we might encounter on our journey. We don't want to risk, you know, something happening to him and his family, to me and to Alice, so we're just playing it safe at the moment. However, he has got some really freaking amazing 3D prints for me to get in future for you guys, and I can't wait to get my hands on any of them, especially the main one that he did recently, which is completed. It looks freaking amazing, and for people who talk to me off YouTube, you guys know exactly what it is. So at the moment, I can only really do what gets delivered to my house, and what got delivered is this beautiful Shape of Water figure. And it's probably one of my favourite movie collectibles that was not 3D printed, but like figures, because you'll see why. So this is just the box. The box is empty. I've taken everything out, and I've got reasons for why. I am actually missing something, which I forgot is actually in this little accessories box, which actually has all of my like figure accessories in. Just so they don't go missing, I know where they are. They all stay in my main figure box, which is it's a big box. Okay, here we go. Final 2 accessories, and you'll see why I kind of need those. And I keep almost breaking other accessories, which I really wish to not do right now. Or ever, actually, speaking of. Right, so, let's get into this, because this video, I've only got 30 minutes left on my phone to record because I have so much stuff taking up my space. Right, so this is just the box, but yet again we get this beautiful poster art image, and just to show you how similar this is the Blu-ray sleeve which my friend Sasha sent me, and reasons he sent me this sleeve is because I did actually pre-order this beautiful Shape of Water 4K steelbook. I don't have the 4K disc anymore. The day I got this, I sold the 4K disc because I do not collect 4K, but I really wanted this lovely steelbook. But I don't have steelbooks on my shelf because my steelbooks are kept with Alice's on her shelf. So I wanted the Blu-ray sleeve, and because he makes his customs, I asked if he didn't want the official sleeve anymore, so he sent it to me. So as I'll keep this here for a minute in the background because it's just beautiful to look at anyway. So it's the same poster art, obviously different in colour, but that's what they've gone with for the front. So I'll move this out of the way. I'll move this now. I don't want it getting damaged. Right, so that's the front. This is the top, Shape of Waters from NECA. The box did arrive really bashed up, and I'm kind of upset about that. All my figure boxes recently came damaged from, and I've ordered these from Zavvi, and I hear bad things about Zavvi's postage services, but I mean the figure was okay. So obviously we've got the side, and it's as you can tell you here, Amphibian Man, a Guillermo del Toro signature edition. This is number 5. This is the back. So this actually shows you a lot. This shows you what the figure looks like. And this one shows you all 4 of his other figures that are from NECA. So we've got Santi from Devil's Backbone. Then we've got Pale Man, the Faun, and Ophelia from Pan's Labyrinth. Which, to give some people some good hope, I am actually going to re-watch Pan's Labyrinth very soon. But you can see all these damages all around the box, which kind of sucks. The main damage that's pissed me off is this damage that's right across this image here. This really sucks. I don't see how that happened. But I do really like this image. And this is obviously just the window for all of the figure and its accessories. So let's put this here And let's actually get into the figure itself. And here it is. It's a beautiful figure. Absolutely stunning. So let's bring him in closer for a better look. So this is his head sculpt. This is his pretty much just his basic expression. Love the blue, different shading of blue here. I love the green. Now, just to mention, this figure was actually made in translucent yellowish plastic, and then just had the paint done over it to give him that real fishy scale like texture of skin. Then you've got all these skin stripes, like these fish skin stripes. Now, he's also got all of these fins and scales around his body. A lot of these are plastic, apart from these rubbery ones at the top, so you can actually give him full like movement of the head. And apart from these ones on the back, which as you can see, it's like a rubbery, and then it's the same here, these black rubbery ones. His butt and his pelvis is squishy, so that when you get him sitting up, it doesn't look like a figure, it looks more like skin. It's that natural movement, which is quite nice. Detailing on his hands, on his inner arms. It's really nice. Yeah, and then we've got his feet, which are really nice as well. And we've got his underfeet where there's some peg holes. He is actually a reasonably tall figure. And like I said, he's really, really stunning. So that's the figure itself. Let's get into the accessories. I'll leave the biggest accessory till last. So, number one accessory is these. There's these two fins. Now these actually slot into his arms, because if you look under his arm, there's these little slits, and I'll show you why they're there. So there's two of these little fins, which I'll lay out next to him there. Then he's got two different arms, like replaceable arms, with also two different hand sculpts. So he's got a finger pointing and a hand ready to hold something. But he's got two different arms as well, and I'll show you what these two different arms for. Just pay attention to how short these fins are on the sides, and you'll see what they're for. He's got his plate of eggs, which are out of focus. Oh, there we go. No. There we are. Plate of eggs. Then a second head sculpt, which you saw on the box in one of the images. Come on. No. Come on. There we are. The mouth moves up and down. It's his anger face. Same detailing, same colouring. But yeah, you can open and close the mouth. Ah! Now, the biggest accessory, focus, is his chain base, which I freaking love that they included this with the wet water look around it. So, I'll show you quickly what the arms are for, and then I'll pause it and skip into the main pose I want to get him in. So let's show you how these are. So pay attention, like I said, as you see these these scales on his arms, these fins, how much longer they are and how far they go down to the wrist compared to these ones. So I'll show you why. So we have to, oh hang on, focus. So we have to unplug these arms first, and we attach these secondary arms. Whoop, there we go. And then we pop that one in. Right. So we move all these across. Now, got to obviously pop the hands off as well, because you can actually interchange the hands. So you can keep these arms with the smaller fins, but change the hands. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it here, and I'll show you why the fins are shorter on them arms. And yeah, and here we go. This is why you need these short finned arms, is so that these cuffs can go around the wrist. And here, actually, what I'll do now is lift him up. Now normally I just do a 360 review with no audio, but I'm going to do one here with audio. So basically this is him when he's obviously captured in the base. He's on his plinth. This is him obviously struggling while he's being mocked and tortured. Yeah, and I freaking love the fact that they included this little plinth base. I think this is how I'm going to actually display him. I'm not going to display him with that head though. As much as I love that head, I prefer his more saddened, natural look, because it actually looks more like he's not angry, he just looks disappointed. The fact that he's captured, which obviously I can show you now. So if I disconnect the head again, which takes a bit of pressure actually. I almost broke him a second ago. There we go. So that one just clicks. But if I get him more in a pose like this, he looks more saddened to be there instead of where he's supposed to be. You know, you can get him to look down. But I freaking love this figure. So this is just only one of the poses you can get him in. The other pose I'm going to show you in a minute, which yet again I'll show you why you need those underarm fins. So I'm going to pause it again, but this figure just gets better and better with every option you do. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, so let me just higher this up a tiny bit. I'm going to show you this now. So here's the standard two hands, the open palms. Here's the standard arms with the shorter fins. These are the ones that obviously have the longer fins, which go down to the bottoms of the wrists. Now this is actually the reason why you have the longer finned arms, and another reason why you have the angry head. So with regards to these fins that I was talking about, they go under his arm here, and then, I mean, you can already pretty much see like what they're for, what their job is. Try not to hold the figure out of camera shot, but oh, it's the other way, hang on. I've put it the wrong way. Don't judge me. There we go. Okay, so this is his kind of angry attack pose. So he's all finned out. You know, he's angry, he's not happy. So yet again, I'll do a full 360, hopefully he won't fall over. But that's him completely webbed and finned out. It's more of his angry, aggressive look. You know. So that's another, I'm saying, this figure, you've got so many different ways of him being posed. It's just freaking incredible. And I mean, just the attention to detail and everything on this figure, from the paint sculpt to the paint detailing, to, I mean, even to the plastic sculpts, the molding, the accessories. For anyone who hasn't obviously seen the film, this plate of eggs will mean something. But for everyone who obviously has seen the film, this plate of eggs does mean something. Still, doesn't change its meaning if you haven't or have seen it. But however, this figure is just one of the best figures I have ever come across to own. So I'm going to pause it now, and I'll show you some height comparisons to other figures. Right, so we're coming up to the end of the video. So obviously, as I said, this is the NECA Amphibian Man from Shape of Water. So just to compare him to some other figures. So here is a NECA's 7-inch Robocop, which, as you can see by height, Amphibian Man is quite a bit taller, which in the film he's actually quite a tall creature anyway. By the way, for anyone who hasn't that has seen the film or hasn't seen the film but doesn't know who plays Amphibian Man, it's the wonderful, amazing creature makeup actor Doug Jones. I love the bloke. He plays Abe Sapien in Hellboy. He also plays the Fawn and Pale Man in Pan's Labyrinth. This guy, he just loves his monster makeup, and he's got the body, he's got the acting chops for it. It suits. So yeah, that's him against the 7-inch Robocop. This is him against the 6-inch Marvel Legends Hasbro Black Panther, which yet again, as you can tell, size comparison, just he towers over him. And then we've got him against the 7 or 7.5 inch scale McFarlane's Toys Krieg from Borderlands. Now, just Krieg stands a little bit taller. It looks like he's a lot taller. If his neck was straight, then he would be. But at this height, he's only a little bit taller. But this just shows you in scale of like how big Amphibian Man is. So I was just giving some figure comparisons. So yet again, this is the end of this video. I just wanted to show you this figure because I've had him for ages now. And I didn't want to do a video on him at first. But then every time I looked at him, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I've got to talk about it. So if you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend you do. I know there's probably one person who's not going to be watching this video, which, you know, kind of sucks because I want them to see it, but I also know why they're not, which is understandable. But for everyone who has or hasn't seen the film, this figure is amazing and probably one of my favorite horror movie collectibles, because apparently this is classed as a horror. I class it as a romance, but it says horror in the main genre listing of it, so that's where it goes. Yeah, that's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you enjoyed looking at this figure more or just as much as I do or did. Yeah, definitely a great figure and probably one I'll own forever. And when I actually eventually get my decent setup done, where I get my actual collectible shelf and my movie room set up properly, I will be doing at the end of the year hopefully a movie room tour, and I'm gonna display him on that base, because just on that he looks so beautiful compared to just him. I mean, he looks great like this, but on that base it just defines a certain scene in that film, defines his character, and that's, you know, it's the best way I can possibly display him. Anyway, take care, you wonderful, wonderful people. Stay safe, stay happy, keep collecting, and take care, you wonderful, wonderful people. See you next time.